Hello, welcome to Patched. I'm your host, Paul James. Today I'm joined by Matto Phillips. How's things, mate?
Uh, yeah, I've got nothing.
just
I've got
keeping thing,
nothing.
just keeping us all on our toes. It's just not a straight up good anymore. So I
Maybe,
like it
maybe I should. Maybe I should get. I do have a thesaurus somewhere. Maybe I should just find a word in a thesaurus somewhere
to
and
replace
say
good.
that. Good.
Um, Speaking of good, Mario Kart World's pretty good, but
It is.
we feel like there's a few. I mean, I think there's actually probably a broader conversation about things that could get added or done to Mario Kart in the future. But I think we're going to have plenty of time to sit on Mario Kart World, and I'm sure there'll be a quiet week sometime in the future. But I kind of put the topic to you earlier today, as of when we recorded this, to suggest that maybe we kind of work through some potential roster additions to Mario Kart World. Now, I don't know if it was part of your thinking. We didn't like. We just kind of said we'll try and come up with a combined list of 10 at the end, and we'll maybe we'll both throw some names out there, and we agree on some, we don't agree on others. Anything we totally agree with, we put on the list, and then maybe we go from there. Like we both are on board with, and we'll go from there. But uh, I'm sure. I don't know. I don't know if it was part of your thinking. I'm sure at some point all of the characters like Link and stuff that we've seen in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, I presume at some point they're going to come across. That was kind of an
Yes.
assumption I made, so I just kind of ignored all of them that are already on there. But other than that, I don't know. Does that impact anything that you'd written down anyway?
No.
Okay, cool. So we'll work on that assumption then that all of the characters who are currently in 8 Deluxe will eventually, in some way, shape, or form, make their way across to World. And to me, that makes sense. I just think it's kind of important that we get more because they've got lots of races in there, but it's every player's different skin is being treated like everyone who's got a different skin or different costume. They've got their own spot, and then you've just got a whole bunch of animals. Now, sure, the cow has been memed into oblivion, but there's not. It's not that big of a roster, so there's a lot that we can add. So we're going to come up with 10 here. Maybe we'll just go back and forth with suggestions, and if we agree, we put it on the list. If not, we don't. But Matto, do you want to kick things off with one of yours? You said your list is a little bit loose, and who knows where they've come from, but
Yes.
you might be onto
So,
something though.
so I don't know if this character's been on any Mario Kart
I might try
games,
and fact check a little bit at the same time. Go on.
but my first one was going to be Captain Toad.
Oh yeah, no, I don't think Captain Toad's been on there. I think
No, we've had Toad,
Toadette. I think even,
Toadette, yes,
but
but not Captain Toad. I know there's been plenty of other.
I don't know. So it depends on what you count. So I've just googled it, and it's taking me to the Mario Kart fandom, the Wikia page, and it does say that Captain Toad's been in it, but in that Mario Kart Tour, so the mobile one. Are we
No,
gonna?
it
Do
doesn't
you want?
count.
No,
No,
we count real ones. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
we'll count console games, not mobile
Yep. Sounds good to
garbage.
me. Because I did consider Captain Toad, but anyway.
Well, and if that was the case, then I'll change it to, was it the Mayor Toad? I don't know. There's plenty of Toads
No,
characters, but
I'm on board with Captain Toad. Like
I,
if the only game he's been a part of is the mobile game, we're trying to come up with a United 10. That you're not
yes.
going to get me questioning Captain Toad. I love that little bloke.
And the only reason I say Captain Toad because Captain Toad's the only one that's had a game released.
And I want a sequel.
Out of all
This gen,
Toads,
Treasure Tracker 2.
was that on the Wii U?
It was a Wii U game that got ported to the Switch, and I want Captain Toad Treasure Tracker 2. Fuck, do I want Captain Toad? Oh, that'd be so good.
I'll
That
tell you,
game
if you
was
want
low
to,
key brilliant.
I say if you want to sell more Switch 2s, just drop a Captain Toad Treasure Hunter 2.
Yeah, pretty much. All right, well, I'll throw one out there then because I didn't have Captain Toad on there, but I'm regretting it now. Samus, as in Metroid Samus.
Oh yes.
Um,
Okay.
Samus is probably like a what do they? How do they class him? Like small, like a medium kind of sized racer, but and definitely, I guess I'm kind of embracing the fact that with the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe DLC, they went down the Zelda path, they went down the Animal Crossing path. So I'm embracing the idea that they might try and kind of cross promote a little bit with some other franchises as well. And Metroid needs a little bit of love, so I'm going to go with Samus. Thoughts?
Okay.
You could deal with
No,
that?
I did.
No?
I didn't even think of that. I didn't really think too far outside the box because I thought if you want other Nintendo characters in a game, it's called Smash Brothers.
Yeah,
But
it's fair.
I'm okay with like I would say Samus for now. Reason being, there's a game coming out this year. I
Yep.
can get on board with that. Same with like Link in Mario Kart 8 came out the same year as Breath of the Wild, I think. When did Mario Kart 8 come out?
Nah, Mario Kart 8. I mean, firstly, Mario Kart 8 was like 2013, but the DLC that had
What?
Link in it was
Okay, Deluxe. Deluxe. We'll say Deluxe.
was that part of the deluxe stuff?
What,
When
Link?
did Link get added to Mario Kart? Oh, not Mario Kart World. Damn it. July 19, 2018. So yeah, he was part
Oh,
of the first DLC pack for which was
oh.
obviously tied to the deluxe version. Oh wait, no, hang on. The first DLC pack, November 2014, added Link. So no, that was back in 2014.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if there was a maybe Wind Waker HD or something came out that year.
I sort of feel like because it felt like it had the Breath of the Wild style Link. That's why I was sort of. Oh, not really. No, that's a lie. Just look at the picture now. No, that's definitely not Breath of the Wild Link.
It's just that I think there's a bike that's been added with the deluxe
Zelda
version
theme,
that then is kind of yeah. Anyway, whatever, messy one. I've already lost track of who we actually started with. Then, like, was that still off the back of my Samus one, or did you throw?
Yes.
Yeah.
No, I never threw another one in.
Okay, back over to you then.
So my next one was I thought, oh, maybe Diddy Kong, but Diddy Kong has been in Mario Kart 8, I'm pretty sure.
Nah.
Was that Funky I'm thinking of?
Um.
I said one of them damn Kongs has been in there. I thought it was Diddy. No?
No, Diddy. Although, hang on. Diddy Kong knows to use a character in Donkey Kong franchise.
Or was he Double Dash?
Yeah,
Might be Double Dash.
I just read something about Double Dash, but
Yeah, he was because he teams up with Donkey Kong because in Double Dash like every character has like a partner always like pair. Yes.
Anyway, that's just a returning character. That's fine. He's been MIA for a
But,
while. I'm okay with Diddy Kong
but
in there.
I decided to scrap that. I thought, you know what?
Okay, Diddy Kong was on my list, so.
So I scrapped that. I thought I'll go with another Kong.
Dixie.
One we haven't seen for a while. No, not Dixie. One no one think of. We haven't seen
Chunky.
this one. Not Chunky. I thought Chunky, but he's too much like Donkey.
Lanky? Is he Lanky Kong with the one with the
Lanky
arms?
Kong, yes. I thought, why not Lanky Kong? Lanky Kong would suit a go-kart. Chunky would be too big for a go-kart. Would be funny to look at, though, but...
I think
because you've already got
Cranky
Donkey
Kong as well. Like, he's got his cane, he's like waving it around and swinging at people as you go past.
When he celebrates someone getting hit with a shell or something, the stick comes out.
Yeah.
Oh, that would have been so good.
Well, we can change it on the spot.
No, I'm sticking with Lanky.
Lanky, done.
I mean, Cranky, sure, why not? You can throw Cranky in there too for just the sake of it. Because
we'll keep him on the reserve list just in case.
Because we need something that people remember a Mario Kart game for, just like back in the days when Luigi gave
Luigi's
the Death Stare. There's been nothing better since.
Famous Death Stare. All right, well, most of mine. So, while Samus was an exception, I have two others that are kind of exceptions to the world of kind of Mario. But I had this was kind of a throwaway one. I might actually save that to the end. Egad, like the
I had Egad.
Yes,
Egad. I had Egad.
I reckon he'd be hilarious. It'd be like a really sciencey sort of kart. I'm just gonna put him straight on the list. If you had him as well, then that's it. He's locked. We're already at 4. It's geez, that'd be good value. I can imagine like some pot on the back of it that's just bubbling and boiling with liquid and shit spilling all over the edge. I don't know. He's throwing like beakers full of stuff at people. It'd be great. Because like, usually when these characters come in, you can try and weave some sort of item or something in there that kind of fits in the universe.
But every time he overtakes Luigi, he just says, Luigi.
Yeah, he's really nice to Luigi. All right, actually, yeah. I'll pop my little, since that's been received so well, I'll pop my little spin-off in there as well, which I won't count for our actual list, but it could be like an extra costume or something. Luigi needs the Gooigi
I had that too.
version.
I had Gooigi as well.
We won't necessarily count that for the list because it's a bit, well, yeah, it's kind of just a Luigi spin-off, but that could be an extra like costume or whatever for him. But yeah, okay, I stole Egad off you. Over to you.
Right, that's taking a few out for me. That's okay. So, I don't know if this one's been in a previous Mario Kart game or not, but I saw it today. I thought, why not put a classic enemy of Mario in. That would be Big Bully.
Oh, like the big fat bloke that like charges at
Yeah.
you when you're in
Yes, I know it's in Mario Kart
the lava
World, it
land.
chases at you, but as a drivable character, why not? I mean, some of the other shit that they've put in there don't see it as nowhere near as bad as Big Bully. I know we've
That's
got
fair.
no, we got no. Was this King
King
Bomber?
Bomber.
No.
No, I don't think King Bomber was in there.
Oh, maybe I'm getting King Boo mixed up with King Bomber.
See, I was hoping we'd get King Boo. King Boo was on my list as someone to put in there. We've got is King Boo has
I
King
thought
Boo
King
ever
Boo
been in
was
it?
in it. Yeah, King Boo is in Mario Kart 8. Oh no, Mario Kart World. He's one
Oh,
of the
is he?
unlockable
Oh,
characters when you
I must
do.
have just been chipping away enough at it. We've been
I'm just
bouncing
looking.
between my profile and my wife's profile, so I must have missed King Boo.
Yeah, I'm looking at the tier bank. King Boo is there.
Okay. Just scrolling through and double checking. But oh yeah, last appearance, Mario Kart World. Well, that scraps one off my list. So we want to put. Did you want to put King Bomb up in the end, or did you want to go with what's he call it?
I'll go with Big Bully. I'll
Big
stick
Bully.
with Big Bully.
And again, like a bit like well, actually, any of those three. There's not nearly as many of the big heavy class characters, your Bowser style, big fat lumps that sit in the seat. So we could do with a few more of them. All right, well I'll stick to, and this one is a hard one because they've kind of added this character as a kind of an item in this latest one. But I had Kamek, like the one, like the
Oh, the wizard, yes.
Cooper on the wizard on the broom that's kind of stealing
Yeah.
Baby Mario and all that. Now Kamek's kind of casting spells on people in the game as you go through, which kind of, I don't know, maybe means it doesn't work, but who cares? Let's just get Kamek in there. I don't know. Don't have too
Yeah.
much more to add on that one, but I just feel like it's, as far as villains are concerned, it's kind of Kamek's one of the most prominent ones at this point, so
Oh, yeah.
Kamek should probably go in.
Yes, I totally agree with that.
All right, well, let's go back your way then. This is going to be a short episode, but who cares? That's fine. Short.
My next one, I thought of another one. I thought, no, don't be silly, don't put that one in. This one, yes, it's not within the Mario universe, but I think it'd just be funny just for the sake of it. Pikmin.
As in the Pikmin specifically, or Captain Olimar? Because I had
No,
Olimar
just
as a.
I was just going to say the Pikmin just specifically because it'd just be hilarious. But they have. Then I realised they got no arms, so they can't drive. Although some of them have arms.
Maybe you can
Yeah,
have Olimar in the
red
seat and then
ones.
he's throwing Pikmin at people.
Oh yes, we can do that.
Olimar plus Pikmin. Done. I'm sure we've had like pairs in the past outside of Double Dash. Yeah, I think that could work really well. And again, Nintendo's done a little bit of kind of cross promotion with its other franchises, with Zelda and Animal Crossing, so there's no reason why they wouldn't do it again. And I guess that point about Zelda, my next one is probably just putting a bit of a bow on the what they set up with Mario Kart 8, that we actually go and put Zelda in it. I think who did we just get Link last time around, or did we get?
I believe so. I think we only just got Link.
I don't think we got like Sheik or anything like that.
No, just Link.
I'm kind of mixing up my Mario Kart and my Smash Brothers a little bit. So
No, it was just.
yeah, well, we'll
Link.
put Zelda in there. Zelda slash Sheik. It depends on, I guess, which Mario Kart you want to go with. Sorry, which Zelda? Yeah, whether it's Ocarina or whatever. But we'll go Zelda just for old time's sake. I don't care which one you go with. Could be Wind Waker Zelda for all I care. But I think
Toon
that'd
Link,
be a
yes.
good one. Hey.
Toon Link, as they
Oh,
call
yeah.
it.
Oh yeah, the old Toon Link, so Toon Zelda. Oh, I hate that name. But anyway. Especially when it gets called out in Smash Brothers. Toon Link. Like, no. This is goat tier Link, just as much as any other. But anyway. Thoughts on Zelda? Zelda's okay?
I'm okay with that.
Alright.
I'm totally fine with that.
How many more we might need to whittle it down a bit, but hang on, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4.
I've
We've
got one
8
more,
in
I
there,
believe.
so 8 I've got at the moment. So Captain
Yes.
Toad, Samus, Lanky Kong, Egad, Big Bully, Kamek, Olimar slash the Pikmin, and Zelda.
All right. Oh, there's two I can pick from here that
We
Could
might
be.
cross over.
I don't think so. Or could. Who knows? All right, I'm gonna
And there's
put.
still reserves like Diddy Kong
I
and
got
Dixie
reserves. Yes.
Kong and Pauline and
Right.
Cranky Kong and all that.
I haven't. Okay. So I haven't really played these games, but just for the sake of it, let's put the rabbits in there.
Oh. I don't know if they'd ever go that. I don't know if
I
they'd ever
know
go
that.
down that path.
I know they wouldn't go that far, but wouldn't it be great?
Um, yeah, you could hear them that bullshit sound effect they do, and they're jumping all over each other and looking like a fucking. Anyway, yeah, I won't finish that sentence. But yeah, look, I could see it working. I could see it working. I don't know if it'll ever happen, but I could see it working. So that's good. That's enough for us, right? Well, potentially then, what could be our last one? What am I going to choose from? I've got 3 Kongs there, Diddy, Dixie, and Cranky. But to stick with one that's directly in the Mario universe, and she is just popping up with Donkey Kong coming up. Pauline,
She's in it.
is she already in it?
Yeah.
Oh, what?
Pauline is in it.
Oh, well, scratch that. Jeez, I'm going well. You can tell that I'm still having to share the load when it comes to Mario Kart at the moment. All right, well then I've got to pick a Kong. Oh fuck it, we're going back to Cranky. The Cranky.
Yeah,
one's
let's do
too,
Cranky.
The Cranky one's too good. Again, just that walking stick waving it around as he drives through. That's comedic gold as far as I'm concerned. So I mean, how does that list then read to you? So maybe this. Maybe we need to go back to the drawing board and rethink a couple potentially off the back of this. We'll see how we go. So we've got Captain Toad, Samus Aran, Lanky Kong. I'll put Cranky Kong in there at the same time. Professor Egad, Big Bully, Kamek, Olimar and the Pikmin, Zelda, and the Rabbids.
So that's 9.
What?
Because you
2,
put
3,
Cranky
4.
and Lanky together.
Oh no, I did them separately. Sorry, I just pulled Cranky out.
Right.
No, they're separate. I mean, there's a nice spread of Nintendo IP, plenty within the Mario universe, and a few kind of on the outside, especially the Rabbids. That'd be like the first third-party character that's ever come across. But maybe this is like the next big thing that Nintendo does with Mario Kart. Like they've obviously like done it with Smash Brothers for years. You know, I still remember when Solid Snake popped up for the first time with Melee, and was it Melee or was it no? It was Brawl.
It's Brawl. Yes. On the way, yes.
And then obviously we've had heaps and heaps of crossovers and collaborations since. Maybe
Sonic?
Mario Kart needs to go down the same path. Yes, Sonic popping up, and I like that we went through this and we didn't name a single Fire Emblem character to toss in there.
I completely forgot, to be honest, about Fire Emblem.
But yeah, there's 10 to begin with. I reckon one of the big things for Nintendo is like kind of I think different courses. Like I'd love to see some tracks, like character specific tracks come in. Of course, we've seen that a little bit with Zelda and Animal Crossing ones in the past. But I'd even, like a whole cup that is just Donkey Kong themed, or a whole cup that is Zelda themed, or whatever. And you can have 4 races, and it's this big interconnected world. They're already going with the open world thing, so you could just kind of go, here's Island 2, and it's all the collaborations, and you could just go there and start exploring, and then that gives you a chance to do more free roam in this whole new space with a whole bunch of different things. Like this could be the gift that keeps on giving if they go down that path.
So just imagine if they did a whole course of just Yoshi's Island from the Nintendo 64.
Oh shit! Yeah,
that'd be brilliant.
As long as what was that level from Mario Kart 64 though? The Yoshi's. Oh, I remember it was like a million like branching paths that all came together at the end, and then there was the big Yoshi's egg that was rolling around near the end of it.
Oh, I think I do remember that. That wasn't the Wii one, was it?
No, that was Mario Kart 64.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Not me.
Yoshi. Oh, it's just called Yoshi Valley. Yeah, Yoshi Valley. Second course in the Special Cup of Mario 64 was one of Yoshi's home courses. But yeah, like the paths go off in a million different directions, and they all kind of converge at the end. There's this big long rope bridge that you go across at the end, and then there's the egg there in this big circular little arena space. You've got to then skirt around the egg to then come out the other side and get across the finish line. Good track, because you're always trying to find and I can imagine like if something like that came back too. By the way, like with the amount of wall running and all the bullshit that people are bringing into it these days. Like the amount of ways that people would find to, like, I don't know, go under arches and pop out the other side, and suddenly they've taken flight because why not? I think there's a lot of options there. Could be cool. But yeah, a whole course dedicated to like Yoshi's Island. That'd be sweet. You could even go with like some of the crafted stuff in there too.
Oh yeah.
One of the levels along the way is the Yoshi's Crafted World style thing. We haven't touched on Kirby. Kirby could be a thing.
Oh yeah. It just Kirby has a car, so it's not in the go kart. It is the go kart.
Yeah.
Inhales it.
Yeah, Kirby is the cart. Are there, since we've gone down this path again? Like I said, it probably could have been a dedicated episode. Maybe it still will be in the future. But is there anything else that you feel like you'd want to see from Mario Kart at this point? We've been playing it for what, 3? What are we at? 3 weeks? How long's it been since the Switch came out?
It's almost
3
been a
weeks?
month.
Yeah.
Almost a month. Close to it.
What was it? It was June 5th. So
5th.
yeah, it's been nearly 4 weeks. You happy with Mario Kart? Like, is it where does it stand? Does it knock off whatever your favorite Mario Kart is? Where does it stand in the pecking order?
I would honestly like more, like for anyone else, I would like more tracks, not just lap tracks. I'm okay with this number of sprint tracks because there's a lot more sprint tracks than there are lap tracks. It's like a 3-to-1 ratio here. So I'll be more than happy to have a few more lap tracks, or I don't know what else though. I think maybe this is just a interface thing. Like if you do select a certain character, right? Maybe have all their costume designs in that selection instead of having to scroll through multiple pages trying to find the one you want to pick.
And I feel like that's an update, and then they could fix that. And like that's a really easy one to fix. But
Maybe put a bit. Oh
no,
I know what we should have put in there
in the list.
In the list.
Go on.
Garbodor.
Oh yeah, and there's no Pokemon representation. Probably won't be ever, I suspect. But
no.
What else? Look, for me, Mario Kart. I mean, Mario Kart Double Dash was my favorite forever until 8 came out. And 8 was just so good, and they've like, you're able to go upside down. You've got all sorts of like the gravity defying stuff, and I feel like now that we've gone to that sort of level, going back to the kind of very flat roads of Mario Kart World has kind of been a bit of a backward step in some ways. So I'd like for them, even if it's through DLC, I'd like for them to kind of bring some of that more upside down, inside out, kind of twisting, twirling, gravity defying sort of stuff back to it. Even a bit more underwater stuff.
There's none of that. Yeah.
I think was there 1 or 2? No, actually, you go because as soon as you hit the water, you start scooting over the top of it. So
yeah.
I'd like a bit more of that sort of stuff. In Mario Kart, I feel like there's been so many of those cool aspects of other games that have now been just left behind out of nowhere. So, I mean, they've released it day one with the Switch 2, and this console is going to be around for what, 7 years probably. They've got plenty of time to add stuff. Hopefully that's just what they do for the bulk of say the next 4 or 5 at least, and then they just start working towards whatever comes next after that. So Mario Kart World 2, Mario Kart 10.
10. Oh, 10. Wow.
Then you got to go big for that one.
I was going to say put everything into one game, then I realised they did that with 8. So
it's Mario Kart Ultimate. It's every single track ever.
Oh wow. Which would be 10
Smash
tracks because
all
they did was just bring tracks from other games into their games. But hey,
yeah,
maybe redo it all and make it jazzy.
Here you can choose this version of Mario Circuit, and it's like the SNES version, the 64 version, the whatever, and you can pick your track.
Maybe one day they'll bring in. I don't know if they ever did it, to build your own track.
Ooh, no, they've never done it. Mod Nation Races went down that path back in the day when PlayStation was trying to establish that as a competitor, and it was actually a really, really cool mode. In fact, Mod Nation Races was just a really, really good game. It's just a shame it never really kicked off. But
because they did what Super Mario Maker, people got on board with that. Made heaps of cool levels. Why not they can do that with Mario Kart?
Mario Kart.
I don't know. Why not do it? Yeah, Mario Kart Maker. There you go. More money you can sell to people.
Print it. Well, they kind of did that with the Mario Kart. The one you could set, the home circuit, the one you could set up at home.
Like, forgot about this.
From it, but it's not quite the same.
Why did they do some of the tracks from them?
Well, that was whatever you made it. You just place those 4.
Did
you ever try it?
No, I did not.
Just there's like 4 little things that you place around your living room or your family room or whatever it is, and
I did. I
then
did
on the
see you
screen it
try to
kind of
do it. You
ARs.
somehow, what did you do? You crashed it into a wall or something, or the door, or like.
Oh yeah, all over the place. My kids were running. The kids were running around at the same time. It was good, real good. Anyway, all right. Well, on that note, we'll quickly go through that top 10 again, just so that we can put a bit of a bow on it, and then bounce from this conversation. So we've got Captain Toad, Samus, Lanky Kong, Cranky Kong, Professor Egad, Big Bully, Kamek, Olimar and his Pikmin, Zelda, and the Rabbids as our proposed next 10 characters to join Mario Kart beyond any other characters returning. I don't think we've got any returning characters on there.
Don't believe so.
Don't think so, unless we've screwed up somewhere along the way, or not counted that Mario Kart Tour, and we're not counting Mario Kart Tour. So let us know what you think in the comments section. Hit us up on socials. Let us know what you think there as well. Nintendo fans are known to be a very rational bunch about their franchises, and I'm sure if you've got lots of thoughts on what we've cobbled together,
So,
you're not going to be horrible to us.
What are their thoughts on Paper Mario or Tom Nook in Mario Kart?
Oh, let's get a version of Paper Mario in there. That'd be cool.
I wasn't sure. I had Paper
Catch
Mario
some
on
speed
the
and just
list.
fly away.
Wasn't sure if it was Paper Mario or not because I was just thought, would that count as like a costume or not?
Yeah,
that's why I sort of left it out.
That's
because
where
then you can have Luigi's the paper.
Luigi thing came, and that's on top of it. Luigi as a skin for Luigi as well. Don't forget that one. All right, we'll wrap things up there. If you enjoyed this episode of Patch, please be sure to like, share, and subscribe. All the buttons down below. Hit the notification bell. That way you're alerted to every new video the moment it goes live on the channel. That includes Patched. We've got Let's Plays, there's Shorts, and a whole bunch more. Check out all of the content on the YouTube channel. Visit the website, player2.net.au, for reviews, previews, opinion pieces, news, features, links to the podcast series, Patched, the Player 2 Pixelcast, and Dev Diary. We're on Patreon, patreon.com/player2au, kicking a few bucks. Lower tiers, early access. Higher tiers, monthly episode exclusives. And finally, there's Twitter and social, sorry. Matto.
Matto Phil.
Paul James Games for myself. The website is player2au. Again, let us know in the comments what characters you want to see added to Mario Kart World. And otherwise, thanks a lot for watching. We'll see you later.